Everyone gets bored from time to time playing GTA, so today we will look at some fun and interesting things that almost all people in GTA 5 do when they are bored. One thing I think everyone has done in their time is stole a random car off the streets and then proceeded to drive it recklessly and bang it up as much as possible until it looks nothing like the car you took off the streets. I don't know what brings us to do this, but it is quite fun and entertaining to see how much the car can crumple until it loses all its panels. You can't really do it with your own cars, since when you customize your cars, you apply the armor upgrade, which in turn makes the cars less likely to crumple, so doing it with random car is most of the time the best option. Another thing you might do is take another or the same random car which is only meant for asphalt and try to drive it up the Mount Chiliad with it. It is definitely a tedious task to drive a small low car up the treacherous terrain, since you might slip up and lose all of the ground you have made up, but the reward of going all the way up is definitely worth it. And when you get bored of being the king of the castle, you can choose a nice spot and launch yourself off the mountain and enjoy the few seconds of airtime followed with an explosion, or if you're lucky, with a successful landing. I think most of the players sometimes get a weird urge while they are sitting in an armored, gunned or just a random car to start a random chaos in the city by shooting at the cops. The more cops you shoot, the more stars you get and the more resistance you receive, and for no reason sometimes it is fun to do that and see how long you can survive the 5 stars until one of few things happen. You either blow up, get shot by cops, or get bored and end the chaos. Another itch that happens on a random basis is when you see a cool spot or a jump and you jump it no matter what is at the other end. It is also quite fun just to think of a spot and get that feeling, yeah, I can jump that, and proceed to spend some time until you get that sweet landing. Also, there are some jumps laid out on the map which are more technical and will take quite a few tries until you get that landing. But when you finally succeed, you will get that nice completion banner on your screen. Yet another random thing that people do is go to LSIA airport and steal a plane or get their own plane and just take off and land at different airports across the map. It is not only a random thing that players do, but it could also be useful since you will learn how to control your plane and land it on even the shortest of runways. But if you are one of the people that doesn't already do this, I can assure you it's a lot of fun and there are 4 runways you can land on, so have fun and learn how to land perfectly each time by doing this random landing exercise. One thing I think everyone can relate to is using the BMX bike when you are bored, since you can jump it and do various tricks all around the map. And on those days when you are tired and want to just have a bit of fun, standing with BMX on random jumps and things you can find is the most joyful activity you can do. There are no limits where you can go with the BMX bike, so it is a lot of fun to just go to random spots on the map and enjoy your time there. Now, if you have some money, you get access to vehicles which you will definitely use when you are bored. Everyone, when they are in the ramp buggy, will just drive against the flow of traffic and launch every single car in the air, no matter the size or if they are NPCs or just regular players. It is just so fun to do, and that's why people do it. There is no way anybody drives this car any other way, since its only purpose is to launch cars. Similarly to the ram buggy, the Phantom Wedge is also a ramming machine, only it is heavier and can tow trailers like your mobile operation center trailer. And this combination will make a heavy, unstoppable object that will remove anyone in its path. Although rarely I see the Phantom Wedge in an online lobby, but when I do, it sometimes is towing the trailer and is moving towards you, and you can't do anything about that, but just accept that you are getting launched. Also, while I keep on the expensive theme, if you have the Scramjet, you probably rarely seen it just driving around on the ground. Almost everybody uses its jump ability and boost just to launch yourself in the sky and then enjoy the flight. And after you crash land, just rinse and repeat that process until you get bored, but it is hard to get bored, so don't worry about that. It is not that weird why people do it, since it is really fun and just cool activity to do. Everyone that plays GTA Online can probably relate to seeing bunch of fights happening all around the map. What I find happening is that random people will just pull up on them, and without bothering the 2 or more individuals in that fight, they will just proceed to drive around them, do donuts and just chill for no reason. This is probably harder to relate to, but I find that people, including myself, do this kind of stuff, so you probably will see or be this kind of person one day. What you probably can relate to doing is just enjoying the new drift cars and drifting them around the map with no aim apart from just enjoying the life sideways. It is incredibly fun to drift them since it takes no effort and you can join all the turns without losing the grip, or should I say not gaining back the grip. There are plenty of cars that have the drift upgrade, so I think you won't get bored by drifting or get bored by your drift car. And also, look what I found. If you just turn your wheel and hold the gas, you will begin to spin like a madman, which is quite funny. And one more thing that everyone does if they have a yacht or they find a non-occupied yacht, they just get in the hot tub and chill like in real life. It is weirdly quite relaxing even though you yourself are not in the hot tub, but the view paired with the sound is just so relaxing. Sadly, I did not film it, but one time we had like 10 random people in the hot tub and none of them knew each other, which was quite random, and it shows that people actually enjoy it and do it for no reason. So these were the few more interesting things that I find people doing when they are bored. Please tell me what random things you like to do when you are bored. If you like the video, please subscribe, and as always, I will see you lovely people around. The more cops you the fuck's sake, I spit on my mic.